today was to get better. And, that was what I saw today. I saw a team get better. Obviously played our best game, most clean game that we've played yet. And, the best part of the game, I think we played 92-plus people, but the best part of the game was they continued to play well. We played a lot of guys, and I think that's great to see, and it's fun for a lot of guys to get a chance to play that don't get opportunity to play a whole lot, and it's fun to see those guys who do play a lot support those guys that were in there, getting a lot of the snaps, especially in the second half. But, offensively, we talked about start fast, and boy, we played fast all day, and it's amazing what happens when you catch the football. It's just amazing. The rhythm of the offense, the tempo of the offense, the confidence, the energy, everything is affected by, just a little cleaner execution, and that's what we had today. So it was good to see that. Outstanding. I mean, the first half, especially with our ones, they played great. Very balanced offensively, 300 plus on offense, 300 plus on defense, and I think Tim said we had 5 different quarterbacks that completed passes and 15 different guys that had catches, so I think that's a Clemson record. And C.J. Spiller was in the house today, and it was only fitting that number 28 was the leading rusher, so that was pretty neat to see. Feaster, have a good day. Special teams just continues to improve. That's 3 games in a row where we've had a lot of good things in special teams, but this game, I felt like we put it all together for the first time. Really, really pleased with our kickoff coverage. Hugo, I think, had 10 touchbacks in the last 2 games. Our coverage has been great, and the big thing we talk about all the time is covering through the line, and they got rewarded for that effort today. Kind of got one back from what we did last week. Kind of a teachable moment for everybody, for their team and our team, to hand the ball to the ref. And but great hustle and effort by those guys, and Denzel will be the easiest touchdown he'll probably ever get. So happy for him. And again, the punt return team, Ray, I've already introduced myself and got everything, Tim, so we're good. You did well, though. I thanked Herb Tyler and everything. But anyway, the punt return game continues to impress. Ray is a weapon, and that's what we recruited him. That was kind of the vision that we had for him, being a dynamic, all-purpose type of a football player. And he's just starting to, get his stride. Obviously had a couple touchdown catches, but our field position, the starting field position, was tremendous. And so our guys are doing a better job of holding up. And to be honest with you, their punter was so good. He out-punted his coverage a few times to where Ray was able to get it started. And so really pleased. I think he's, leads the nation in punt return. So a lot of good things there. And then defensively, I don't care who you play. In this day and age, this is incredibly difficult to get a shutout, especially when you play 92 people. I think we played everybody that was eligible, other than the red shirts. I think we played. And those guys continued to play well. 10 tackles for loss, 5 sacks, again, a shutout. And I think they only had like 100 yards of total offense. So it was a game that we should dominate, and we did. And, so I was really proud all the way around, and again, won the turnover margin. So nice interception by Jadar and a good return to go with it. No turnovers for us, and no sacks on the offensive line. I think there was a sack on the books that was on Kelly on a little sprint out where he took a tackle for loss. He should have thrown the ball away there, but no sacks on our offensive line, and that's a positive. The other positive, and I'm really glad that I was able to be a part of it, was Dan Brooks' 400th game. And, man, I tell you, to coach 400 games in this business is incredibly difficult. But that's just, I think, a testament to his longevity, his character, the type of man he is. And obviously the type of coach he is. So proud moment. It was great to see the players celebrate with him. And those guys, we gave him a jersey with 400 on it and a ball. So really the jerseys for his wife because she definitely deserves it as well. But really happy to be a part of it. But for us, quick turnaround. We got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to get ready to travel to Atlanta on Wednesday. Be an undefeated matchup in Atlanta on Thursday night. We're looking forward to that. The preseason, if you will, is over with. We wanted to be 3-0. We are. But now it's all about ACC play. Our next goal is to win the division, and so we got 8 straight conference games to kind of sort that out. And starting this week in Atlanta, big challenge there. So, cold tubs, guys getting some rest tonight. Quick turnaround on some film study, and guys in here early tomorrow and practice tomorrow night. So tomorrow's kind of like a Tuesday. So it's a tough turnaround, but it's tough for both teams. But we're looking forward to the trip this week.
Coach, how nice is it to be able to play so many of the younger players on defense and still keep the shutout?
It was great. I mean, I think that, again, that's one of the better things that came out of the game was we were able to play a lot of guys, because I think everybody can gain some confidence from that. The coaches can gain a little confidence, that certainly the players can. So it's great. It's great for those guys to be able to come in and watch that tape and learn and get better from it. But there's just nothing like experience. And anytime you get a chance to get really good quality experience for guys, it helps your football team. And we were able to do that in all areas. We did it. We had a lot of subs on special teams. When you saw Kyle Cody. Kyle Cody's a little walk-on redshirt freshman safety DB that we like a lot around here. Tough kid. And man, first play, he runs right down there. First guy down there makes the tackle on kickoff coverage, and it's just great to see that. And it's great to see our players respond to that because they know how hard these guys work. And I just saw a lot of guys happy for other people today, and I think that's a real positive.
How nice was it to see the offense click like they can, and like obviously?
Yeah, well, it was great. I mean, again, it's just, we got to catch the football. And we made that first third down catch with Artavis, and here we go. That's what we do. And, we didn't have a single drop in the first half. I don't think we had a drop. I think Dion had a little screen somewhere in the second half. And then Cornell had a drop in the end zone. Should have been a touchdown. Really, those veteran guys caught the ball well today, made a lot of plays, and, I think Deshaun was 12 of 15 or so, and 3 touchdowns, did what he needed to do, and just very crisp. They were dialed in, and I knew they were going to play well. It's been a very good week. They had an edge about them all week because, they were frustrated with our execution, especially offensively. And so it was just, I thought they had the right mentality all week long, and they took it into the game today. And again, Artavis got us going with that first third down play, and, the guys fed off of that.
Speaking of which, Trevion Thompson had a nice touchdown catch. I think it was his first career touchdown catch. But how big is that for his confidence? Huge.
I mean, it's huge. I mean, he had a couple other catches, and it's big because obviously he had a rough start these first couple games, and had a play in Auburn that he probably should have made, and big third down, and then obviously last week was a tough day for him. But you go back to work. And that's what we did all week. We really worked hard on the mentality at receiver and what we call eye intensity and the focus that you got to have. And it was good to see him. He made a tight catch, and then that was a going up contested ball, and so they were reacting instead of thinking. You can't think at receiver. You just got to play and you got to react, and you got to have little eyes when the ball's in the air. And I thought the guys worked hard this week, and I thought they were rewarded for it today.
How does the shortening of the second half come together, Coach? Do you approach them? They approach you?
No, the refs came to me right before the half and just said, they said that, would I be okay with some type of shortening of the game if South Carolina State wanted to do it? And I said, well, it'd be fine with me. And so when I got back out on the field for the third quarter, they came over to me and said, are you okay with 12-minute quarters, these two halves? I said, that'd be great. Yeah, so I didn't have a problem with that.
Have you ever seen that before, been involved?
I don't think I've ever been involved in that. especially for us, I mean, with again, being able to play so many guys and a little shorter game. We made up for it last week. We played like 10 hours. So just average them together. Ain't nobody gets shortchanged, that's for sure, man. Lord have mercy. That game was forever last week, but it was good, especially with a short week for us to be able to play so many guys and to get out of there pretty quick. I think the only guy that looked like we got a pretty serious injury is little Adrian Dunn, and dadgummit was wanting to get him some punt return opportunities because he's a kid that was very dynamic in high school, and he's just one of the team favorites around here as far as how he works and his commitment. And what a play he made on that punt return. But I don't know. I don't have confirmation, but the initial testing, didn't look good on his knee. So worried about his ACL. But and he's a senior, and it just breaks my heart for him. But he went out in a big way, though. If it is ACL, I mean at least he wasn't in practice or something. He made a huge play, and I'm glad he had that opportunity. But hopefully, it's not as bad as they think.
Maybe Feaster didn't have a carry coming into this game. I think a kick return, but did he show you some things that he has earned some more carries maybe in games that were more important at more important times in the first half?
Yes, well, we've been wanting to get him in there. We just have some really good depth there, and that first game down there at Auburn, we didn't really play many people at all. We were kind of, all in with them first few guys that we had, and the way the game played out, we were, living and dying on every play. And then we wanted to get him in there versus Troy, and that turned into be a 4-quarter game, and just same thing, just didn't really quite get the opportunity other than special teams. But it was good to be able to get him in the rhythm of the game today, and you guys saw what he can do. And really ironic that, Spiller was here today, and so he was here the one day he was here, and it's been a long time since we've seen a 28 in the end zone here at Clemson. So pretty cool that the day that CJ was here, he was 28 was the leading rusher and had a nice score. Going to be a great player, and I think that just is huge for his confidence, and he did a really nice job, and a guy that, again, over the course of the season will continue to get some opportunities and got a bright future.
Were you pleased with what you saw from Overton and Powell today?
Yeah, I was. Cornell made that was an incredible catch on the side, and the ball was a little low, and I swear it missed the ground by you might could have put a credit card underneath it. It was that, and his fingertip, he literally had the ball in his fingertips, the very point of the back of the ball. It was incredible, his hand strength. So that was a great play. He's going to be a heck of a player. He's frustrated that he didn't make that play in the back of the end zone. But, again, just the game's still kind of slowing down for him. But for Overton, hey, doesn't get any better than that. First catch, touchdown, big play. I thought Nick played great. Nick ran our offense well, executed well. It was good to get Kelly Bryant some really good time. He made some nice plays, but that was a nice play-action pass that we set up off the run game, and very well executed by Nick and DeAndre.
Is that the best Nick has played in the game?
The best he's played? Oh, heck, I don't know. I had to go back and look at all of his tape, and we got to grade this one, but I thought he played really well. He executed the offense well, managed the pocket well, made a couple scrambles, made a few plays with his legs, and did what he needed to do.
How are y'all playing compared to how you thought y'all would be at this point going into conference play? Are you kind of where you thought you would be, or you behind or ahead? Well,
we thought we'd be 3-0, or hoped we'd be 3-0, so we're right on track from that standpoint. We've had not as crisp those first couple games as we would have hoped to be offensively, but I'm really pleased with our special teams after 3 games, and I'm very pleased with our defense after 3 games. And then today we got in rhythm offensively. So we're a work in progress and a team that hopefully will continue to get better. We've got a long way to go. Again, 8 conference games coming up, and no one game's going to decide it. We got a lot of work to do, man. Each and every week is going to be a battle, starting this week with a really good Georgia Tech team at a place that we hadn't won in a long time. So, big challenge there. But we wanted to be 3-0, and that's where we are.
Any reaction from the players, Coach, when they heard the Florida State-Louisville score?
We didn't talk about it I'm sure there was some reaction. I think everybody, when we first looked at it, like, what? But I've been there. I've been on both sides of that, and so I know how that happens. I know it's never as good as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems. So I didn't obviously see the game, but I'm just can imagine there was probably big plays in special teams. There was probably some turnovers. And next thing you know, man, it can get away from you quick, and a team can be hot. So, obviously those are 2 really good teams, and, at some point we'll play them down the road.
What are your thoughts on the coverage of your answer to the Kaepernick question earlier this week and kind of the controversy that's come up surrounding it?
I don't have any thoughts other than, I answered the question, and some people don't like my answer. I didn't come in here with an agenda. I just answered a question. But it's unfortunate, but it just kind of comes with the territory.
Anything else? The conference will be tomorrow at 5 o'clock instead of 6:30 since the Tigers are going to practice.